Hello everybody and welcome back to FTL Advanced Captain Edition. This is run 100. Well, not run 100, but it's episode 100. So we're doing something special. First off, the slug ship run is gone. We'll kick this off straight away. We'll be using my ship again. At this point I'm a bit afraid of calling it my ship. We'll be playing on easy, more on that later, but let's get things going first. So, first of all, welcome to episode 100. It's great to be here. Appreciate you being here as well. So yeah, you can do this one straight away on easy. Call it a little bonus you get for having no crew. You won't be doing it on normal, but it wouldn't take too long. Now, slug ship is gone. I wish I could say it's because something went wrong with it. Apparently you were not supposed to get those with that weapon combination. Something went wrong in the weapon split. You're supposed to get a burst type weapon slash flak and a missile type weapon. That should be fixed right about now, I think. Haven't really checked yet, but the man is good with his updates. Let's just say it's like that. Instead I just clicked quit instead of save plus quit at the end of the last episode. Now, onto this ship. Why this ship again? Well, it's been through the ringer and got a few updates. Yeah, mind control. Sucks to be you. And I can just take you out with one sweep of my beam. So yeah. First of all, the reason why I'm probably no longer allowed to call it my ship, but doing it anyway. The art for the ship is from Cardo Flane. I just rotated the whole thing 90 degrees so it's facing the right direction. And then there's the whole idea of the whole ordeal of the slug gel that this thing now comes with. More on that when we get to it. Can't do this because if you lose crew member, the game still crashes, but I shouldn't even try this because I can't really use crew, but I got 12 scrap out of it. So sorry, Dr. Jones, you won't be around for too much longer. At least it'll fix this thing not being here anymore. So yeah, updates that happened. First off, fixed the offset of the ship. Apparently it was a bit to the side on the hangar screen. Got fixed by one click of a button on the Superluminal program, which is what I used to create this beast. Then fixed pilot glow. Apparently this little lighting up screen was situated here. Thought it was just the backrest, well, headrest for the captain's chair. Until someone pointed out to me saying, "Hey idiot, that's supposed to be on the screen, not on the chair." Then added a location for the teleporter, clone bay, and med bay systems. Why? Well, as you can see, you're still able to get crew. I thought it was impossible because I tried to buy one from a store. I'm gonna do this. Thank you. That gave me enough time to fry my process without falling into the hands of the enemy. With the turret lying dead in space, you can salvage it without fearing further attacks. Okay. Yeah, you still can get crew, but on AE you're limited to Lanius, and on CE you're limited to Lanius and AI avatars. But still, hey, if you want to try it out and manage to get some crew, you probably want to be able to keep them alive with a clone bay or med bay, and maybe even want to board with them. I don't know. Now it's possible. Next up, move a few rooms around to make it look better. Yes, I switched around clone bay, med bay, and cloaking. Cloaking used to be here, but I switched it out for the clone bay, so the blue pod you get from getting the system is not facing a door, which is just ugly. And then I had to move cloaking with medbay because there was no suitable room layout thing to fit in properly with the cloaking. Neither was for the medbay, but I just went with nothing for the medbay, so that's okay. You're probably sooner gonna get a cloaking device than a medbay anyway. Upgrade your reactor. Decline. Next, fix the artillery mount. Yeah, I had a few issues with that thing. First of all, I didn't put in any artillery. Well, I put in the system, but I didn't do much more than that. What happened was that the artillery weapon was just floating here. I then added a mount to it, a fourth mount. Can't do anything here. Still had the same thing going. Apparently you need 4 mounts plus the amount of artillery you want. Even if you only have 3 weapon slots or even 2, you still need 4 plus whatever the amount of artillery it is you want. So that's fixed now. Next up we have engines that are now capable of being manned. That was a bit of an oversight. Apparently that most of the systems came with a spot ready to be manned. I think with AI ships it defaults to having no, because it would have gotten... I probably should have jumped to the store. Oh well. Attack the ship, yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, to avoid getting too much evasion. Engines can now be manned by crew and, as you can see, also by the AI of the ship itself. A little more evasion, never heard anyone did it. Then the big one. The Camps Edition version now also starts with slug gel. Something I wanted to add, desperately add, because of the game could just end if your drone control room got breached and destroyed. It's an AI ship, so it can't repair breaches on its own. Meaning, if that got destroyed, you were just done. I can't do that because I can't lose crew. So yeah. Oh, you shouldn't have done that, man. You should not have done that. So as far as I can tell, that's a single shot, which means I can depower shields once and get the drone going. So yeah, I wanted to give it slug gel, but I didn't want it to have all the benefits it came with on the Camps Edition, as in the piracy stuff and all that other good stuff. Besides, it didn't really fit right with the lore. I mean, it said that I was using a certified slug ship, which I'm clearly not. So yeah, I asked around a bit on how to make that a reality. Turns out, one, you cannot make augments out of thin air because they're hard-coded in the game and it does not accept more. Barely managed to definitely was caught. Maneuver. Okay. So yeah, you need to mess around with the XML files. You can see the slug repair gel here doing good work. So yeah, I asked around a bit on what the ordeal was. I'm gonna keep you going so you can heal up. You have to mess around with the .xml files and get rid of the tags that use slug gel in events. So I tried to set out doing that on my own. Didn't work because I'm too stupid for it apparently. Hey, I just learned how to work with the Super Lumen program. Learned that completely on my own though, except for the whole artillery muck-up. Yeah, so I got some great help from Sleeper Service and Russian Rockman. Sleeper Service being the creator of the Camps Edition mod that I'm playing right now, and Russian Rockman being the person that co-worked with getting the random flagship thing going. really didn't understand half of what they guys said. And then Randtrell stepped in, the creator of the Randtrell mod, and the other person responsible for the... that's okay. Random Flagship mod, at least according to the credit things I've been looking at. So Randtrell gave me a bit more information. He gave me the code needed to get this thing working. He just made the append files for it. He just said, well, you need to make them for every type of event list that contains the slug shell tag, which were around 6 or 7. Can't be 100% sure anymore. Get them all together and stuff like that, and things should work. Failed again. Apparently something went wrong with the zip file. I don't know how I can mess that up, but there you go. I managed to do it. He then created the mod itself to remove the slug tags. That worked. I then messed up getting both of them together. They were separated for maybe half a day. Did that thing have artillery now? No, it didn't it? Defense drone right there, something I can use. So I should probably get some extra power going. Are you fully healed? No, so I'm gonna get you out so you can heal as well. And at the end he just clobbered it all together for me. So, yeah. So we now have slug shell, but we can do piracy with it. And that's about it for the updates. So would like to thank everyone that worked on it, or at least tried to work on it. I really appreciated it. A big deal. That's a nasty hit, but our repair drone should be able to do it. So yeah, the ship is now the way I want it. Maybe start off a little overpowered, but it's also the reason why I start off on easy, not because the ship isn't strong enough to handle normal, but because I want to make it as strong as possible. Especially gunning for a special and unique loadout that this ship is capable of doing because of not needing air. So whenever I come across this, I usually take it because there's a chance of getting an avatar on it. Doesn't happen too often. When it does happen, we do get a nice little crew member out of it. Yeah. So things are going pretty well, I would say. You're not gonna board me, which is weird for a mantis outpost to not have a teleporter in, but we'll have to wait for the scythe beam to be ready though. And we'll try to take out a shield bubble so we can use our dual laser to do more damage. Which is going to be hard with that NG being there. And keeping in mind that we might get hit, because they do have a pretty big weapon setup. So you might shoot at this thing. Yeah, there we go. Took something offline for a little bit. Shot down a laser on their end. So yeah, the ship has been updated thoroughly. It's now in its final version. Links will be in the description if you want to try it out for yourself. Let me know what you think about it. And if you decided to go with crew, yes or no. Well, going with or without crew isn't really up to you. If you never get the option to get one, then there's your lot. A fire will help, I would say. Even if it's only for a little bit, but the next volley should be enough to finish this off finally. And it is. Okay, we can move on. sure. Not like we were going to a store anyway. Alright, so I got no form of missile defense for now, which means this should be my primary focus. Then again, we haven't really got too much luck in taking out missile launchers before any of the other weapons, so... Another cool thing I figured out is, well, you might see it as something that shouldn't happen, but for some reason totally does. If this ship ends up in a nebula, did I just lose the laser because of a stupid event? Man, how unfair is that? Anyway, if this ship gets in a nebula, you do not lose sensors. Well, you do lose them, but not completely. For some reason, the AI is still capable of manning sensors. So if you end up in a nebula, you will have level 1 sensors. So as long as they don't get destroyed, you'll always be able to see the inside of your ship. Which is actually kind of cool. Five hull points. Another thing I figured out is should probably get that Pernac online at some point. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I gave this ship the advanced FTL navigation because it seems useful. Well, it seems to fit the whole AI ship thing. Seems obvious that a ship of this magnitude would be able to jump further than ships with crew in them. Turns out that Augment has actually got some cool blue options. You saw one when we left this, well, when we left Sector 1. I'll show it again when we get to the start of Sector 2. There are some other ones that you can use in normal events as well. I'm gonna upgrade my engines. The sun isn't going to do too much problems to me. Neither are those intruders might become a problem. So we'll send in this thing. Oh wait, the ship's not even gonna do anything. Okay. We're gonna wait until a sun thing is going to land, and then we'll leave. The fires aren't a problem, but you still take hull damage at the start. I'm not gonna send in drone parts for nothing. Well, for cash, but you know what I mean. You don't really need to sell them, because I'll be using them. Warfront or contamination? Contamination. Should that be contamination or? Let's go to the Warfront instead. So yeah, here's the blue option. It lowers the fuel consumption for all of these by 1. So I can now travel faster for the same 2 fuel. Or you can jump at the same speed for 1 less fuel. Depends on what you like best. We'd like to get artillery going on this ship. And there it is. Beautiful. The artillery on this one... yeah, it's good. I didn't think it would be that good. But it is, and if it fires, you'll see what it does. asteroid, or we'll sell that off at our earliest convenience. I would like to investigate it. Problem is I don't know if I lose crew by it. So we'll scan for life forms. Scan frequency, we can land crew from hibernation. They're hungry for raw materials. Okay. So we got missile defense, we might as well bring it up. I just hope this thing fires quicker than this thing. We'll see if we... Yeah, that's good. Again, mind control, suck on it. Means we can probably go for shields, won't we? Don't know if we'll get to see our artillery. Oh, you don't target a flag. That's actually kind of good. We'll see if we get the artillery to fire here. Nope. There goes the artillery. And it missed. So I'm actually quite pleased on that, because on my test run that thing just didn't miss. Does mean you'll have to wait a little bit to see it work its magic, but if you've played Captain before, you probably can figure out what it does by looking at that beast of a cannon located right there. So, gonna upgrade my artillery soon, I think, because I really like it. Next up, we're probably gonna try and get that Pernac beam going. These punk think they can just waltz in here into our sector. I don't need my drone on this one. Alright. You seem to be pretty useless to me, so I'm gonna let you show off my... I'm gonna show off my artillery. There it goes. And it got stopped by the defense drone. Alright, so we'll stop the defense drone ourselves. And then we'll let the artillery show off its capabilities. It's still up. It's still up. We're probably gonna get stopped again. Nope, and there it is. So you can't see it probably, but it does 4 ion damage plus 2 system damage. If it hits shields, it's gonna be directed into shields. So yeah, this is one where you probably want to get artillery on. It can miss. I'm glad for that. Yes. Glaive beam is something that I would be very much interested in. So in theory, if I do one of these, then I can depower everything, just get the glaive beam going, wait for the artillery to strike, because this thing takes like 20 seconds, this one only takes 16, and just wreck them like that. For now, however, we'll do it like this, and we'll switch out our scythe beam once we do get the correct amount of weapon power. Pernac goes here for now, and that's gonna be good. Sit for another one, then we'll get Pernac and scythe going. Or we can sell the Pernac right here, right now. Some locals try to keep the Landis away by offering them tribute. Any metal will do, even raw ore. Okay, we'll sell it. Sell off the raw asteroid ore. Yeah, that would be kind of sick, wouldn't it? But I'm gonna keep the glaive. Am I gonna keep the glaive? I think I'm gonna keep the glaive. It's gonna be a key part when I get my artillery up even further. Alright, Pernac beam's up and you can barely see it. I'm gonna keep it like that. Yes. Okay. Let's see what the Pernac beam is capable of. Wondering how quickly our artillery will fire now. It doesn't charge up all the way, I figured that out already. There it goes. Yeah, that's pretty darn good, wouldn't you say? I smashed that particular weapon on there for the sole reason that I thought it would have the same charge time as all the other artillery, but as I explained now, you can set up every type of weapon you want. It will take over the charge time of said weapon and then get modified by the amount of power you have in your artillery system. Didn't think it was gonna go that way. So yeah, the artillery might be a little overpowered, but well, it's there. You better enjoy it. So if I get one more weapon power, then I can change the Pernac and Scythe for the glaive beam, which technically seems to be pretty darn awesome. So this works, right? Yeah, it does. Alright, we've become Destroyer of Worlds now. And we're only on Sector 3 or something. Where are we? Where are we? Yep, Sector 3. And there's already not much that can actually stop us. You ask what they are doing here, but the translator clearly has problems with the request. It chirps with their response, expunge floral proposition. I try to clarify your answer, but to no avail. Both you and Alliance Captain end the transmission despondently. Okay. Yeah. Don't hack weapons. Alright, he hacked sensors. Now let's see how our glaive beam and artillery work together. Not bad. The artillery fires first, which is kind of what I wanted, and then the glaive beam. We'll just finish this thing up. How much rooms can I hit here? Or how many do I actually need there? This does 3 per room, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, hitting 3 rooms is plenty. That appeals you. You're trying to struggles, prevent that. I could use the fuel, that's the only reason why I'm doing this. Ah, pitiful fire. What are you gonna do? Okay. So I probably should keep a weapon up here, just in case I need to depower the glaive beam in order to, like, say, get the defense drone up. Untranslatable collective. Well, probably something that goes before the collective, and that's the thing you can't translate. But let's see where we end up anyway. Rebel fleet will be unable to move any faster than its standard speed by spending. Okay, we know you have arrived in NG space. All right. Suppose those are most likely to say gibberish things. Look at all these blue options. The drones succeed in keeping their ship from breaking apart when they fix it. However, you take some damage while attempting to leave the asteroid field. Okay. So we've got another ion burst. Takes 3 power. Kind of a lot. So now we just sit here and wait until everything gets fixed. there you have it. We'll upgrade our shields, because we got it just enough power to do it. Well, I bought one, but we can still make it work. Flag gun Mark II. I think we found our weapon setup for the remainder of the game. Yeah. If we ever get our weapons up to 8, that is. Because there's still a few more systems that I need to get on this thing. Namely, cloaking, hacking, and mind control. Yes, we have room for all of them. So we're in the NG homeworlds, because that was the start of the stealth cruiser. Shields should be capable enough. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna close the door. So the problem here now is you have level 2 doors and there's no crew manning them, but it only needs to take 1 more system damage for it to be completely destroyed. So it wouldn't be the worst idea to get anti-personnel gun in there. We'll be fine with our glaive and artillery. And this is gonna hurt a lot. Bring us in closer. Your first mate that I don't have is taking the order seriously. Bring an unexpected enemy maneuver. Bring your ship on a head-on collision. A screeching sound to the entire ship as you vessels. That should be your vessels, I think. Maybe it doesn't. Going along a charge, you lost them while plating, but the enemy looks much worse. One of their weapon arrays is almost broken off. It's not the only thing that's gonna break off. Okay, so it looks like we can use some more power. Burst laser is something I won't be using, because I think it's just a straight downgrade from the dual laser, isn't it? 11, 8, yep. We would like to find a store and sell off the weapons that we won't be using. Which is Pernac, Scythe, Ion Burst, and No More Burst. Let's get hacking in. So yeah, this thing says 0, but as you can see, usually when there's nothing in that right column, means if you buy it, you're not getting anything out of it. So I'm not even gonna try it. You know, taking this thing instead of the dual laser will end up saving me quite a bit of scrap. So I got this thing for like 10. And now a single weapon upgrade will allow me to get it online. Which we could get right now. Or we can go here and maybe get some more systems in. Sell, nothing to sell. Can buy cloaking, scrap, recovery arm. Yeah, we're still pretty early in. I'm gonna buy fuel as well. Don't know how this is gonna work. I mean, we're gonna send out the system repair drone. Well, whatever. So that's going to end up being a bit of a problem unless we get rid of the either the slug repair gel, the recovery arm, or the advanced navigation AI. If it comes down to it, we might get rid of that advanced navigation AI, then it seems to be the least useful of the whole bunch. All it did for me right now is save me 4 fuel so far. If I keep it, that will tick up to a grand total of 7 fuel. Alright, well, it's been nice knowing you, but yeah, you know. Goodbye and all that. I think this should be good. Still get sidetracked a little bit by my advanced pursuit indicator reading skills. First pirate ship waits, ready to ambush trade ships. You inform them that you will take them down in the name of the trade union. They don't seem to be impressed and load weapons. Alright, I suppose I should do the same then. I might as well just depower shields. I'm not entirely sure if it's going to get a missile off, but why take any chances? Yep. That's pretty messed up, isn't it? All of those missed. And there's the missile. I hope it gets stopped. And it did. And you get wiped out. So power is becoming a bit of an issue. We're probably going to be looking... sure. This is the exit beacon, right? Oh god, I hope it's the exit beacon. Might as well give it a whack, right? It'll be charged by the time I need it. There goes the artillery, taking down the shields completely. Goodbye. And that leaves me. Gotta love it. Oh, it's the exit beacon. Good. Zoltan Court of Razzle. So we got the strongest ion thing available to us. Problem is, Zoltan ships tend to have resistance to ion damage. Yeah, that still leaves me with 150. Second pirate ship was stationed around a small moon nearby. Move in and inform them we will take them down in the name of the trade union. They send a frantic message wondering how you found them, and then they load weapons. Which seems to consist mainly out of missile launchers. Well, they didn't hit weapons at least. Come on, there we go. Stop the big one. There you go. Knew you could do it. And the glaive beam will be more than enough to, you know, make them regret coming out of bed today. And it did. No, one less. Need to stay around 150, if at all possible. In case we get cloaking installed. Yeah, because the chances of it being a Lanius is pretty slim, and the IFTR, same thing. And if I invite him to join, he's probably just gonna die, so there we go. Now we're running out of fuel, so staying in that little bit of nebula would probably be a good idea. No missiles means we can get our full weapon array online. And we might even send in a hack to disable their piloting. This is where the incredible force of my artillery comes into play. So doors are still a bit busted, but not too worried. So now we hack to make sure our thing hits. Yeah, that does it. Losing more than half of his shields is probably not a good idea for him. Not that he had any choice in the matter. See, artillery is pretty blech against small ships. Don't even need to hack now, because my artillery took care of it. Bang, bang. There we go. No fuel though, but yeah, they're always gonna keep. A refugee ship fleeing the rebel advanced into the system, having picked up a distress beacon while it doesn't have much fuel to spare. Recognize you're part of Federation, offers to split its remaining fuel with you. And I got one, which means he's what the fudge is this? As you come out of the jump, you see a small pirate craft stationary near this ion anomaly. A small civilian craft is passing through the barrier. This does not look good. You get the impression that the pirate will surely try to ambush the ship. Yeah, kind of have to, right? This lowers our shield by 1. If that's all it does, then the enemy is in a much worse position than I am. So he's immediately trying to run course of me running out of fuel again. So we'll try to stop that. There's the artillery taking down their shields completely, and there will be the glaive beam taking out the rest of their hull. And I got fuel out of it, so that's good. Not a lot, but some. Enough to get me to a store where I will try to pick up cloaking, mind control, and maybe even a backup battery. Cloaking, yes. Wait, what? 3, 4 shots now. Cloaking. Sell nothing. Biofocus. Not that I'm going to buy, just want to see what it is. Horrifying focus beam does no physical damage, but incinerates organic material, dealing heavy damage to a single crew member. 60 damage and 5 shield piercing. Man, that's kind of brutal. Then one of these. More artillery is required. Because I think it can start stacking its damage once it gets to 4. Maybe even at 3, I'm not sure. Hear them out. Continue. I hope I do not get a Zoltan out of all of this. Because he's going to be dead. Really quick. Disrupts. We got cloaking now, so I think we no longer need that defense drone. We might still need the defense drone. Oh, nope. Yeah! That's what I'm looking for. We've got a first crew member, which is awesome. Now, if I send you here, you get no chance, but you can man this. So this would allow me to get 5% more evasion if I level you up completely. Not sure. I really don't see the point of putting you up in another system right now. Evasion is usually my first priority. Attempt to hail without war, without bloodshed. And we get an ion stunner weapon. No fuel, so we're going to be running out of that again. Fantastic. Yeah, okay. At least we're back in the nebula. 3 fuel for 10 scrap is a solid deal. Alright, so we'll get to see here how well this energy outpost is capable of withstanding artillery. Yep, there you have it, resist. It still does the system damage, which is nice though. Makes my artillery not completely useless. Alright, let's take him out normal way. Yes, because we need the fuel, and on your truce, because I can't afford. Well, I can afford to lose you, but I'd rather not. For obvious reasons of you being my only crew member. Continue. I mean, your Zoltan shield is probably not too long for this world, all in all considered. So the problem now here is, I'm gonna go for my full offensive setup, which consists of getting mind control in. That means I've got nothing left to keep poor old you alive. So try not to get hit, even though you really don't have a say in the matter. Try not to get hit. But you can see my strategy coming together. I mean, okay, we got crazy amounts of luck with what are you gonna pull? Oh man, there's always idiots that think they can just waltz in here and Oh, it missed. Oh, we'll get to use our flag to take down the shields then. No biggie. Also not gonna spend a drone part to stop maybe just one missile. I don't have to either. Alright, you're in there so you can start. The ship breaks apart, you move into salvage, remains user crew, congratulations on the mission, well accomplished. Send a burst message and wait for your trade union contact to arrive. Sure. Rare elements. Your crew loads the goods. A single heavily shielded container that barely fits into your hold. Voila! That's a teal-leveled subspace containment field right there. Prevents the goods from decaying. The elements it protects are used in some complex industrial production cycles. Rock still strongly rely on this stuff. It was a pleasure to be working with you, Captain. Take care. Alright, well. You've been fun, but I think I'm gonna go with this one. You've been fun at Advanced Navigation, and I didn't get to show off the second blue event you could be in. It's the one where you come across a ship that has its navigation fried or something along that. You can use the blue option to... oh, crud. Do we want to power up something for the oncoming event? Yes, engines wouldn't be the worst. Cloaking wouldn't be bad either, but there's a good chance that we'll take this thing apart, don't get me wrong. Especially if we can take down its shields again. But the reward isn't really all that grand. Oh, you can resist ion damage as well now. How messed up is that? Well, I'll give you the answer to that. Pretty messed up. Not gonna send out a drone part. Alright, artillery, don't fail me now. And you did not do that. Okay. Yeah, needless to say, we're pretty darn strong. Spotter unit ceases functioning under the fire of your weapons, but the rebel fleet has already acquired you. There's no time to lose. You have to jump away. So this thing can still fail. Let's try this thing. You line up with your jump vector with the wreckage and mechanical arm. Manage to grab a medium piece of debris of 6 scrap. Sure, right? Time to wait. Do we still have a bunch of time? Yeah, we still have a bunch of time, so we can just sit here and repair our weapons first. It doesn't happen too often. Alright, evacuate. So that's what we'll be doing. To Jekyll's Poo, medical emergency or a hazard region. Can't do too much here because I really don't want to risk this crew. So unfortunately we have to go to a nebula. It's going to cost us 3 fuel now. So start with your crew. So we can start doing this now. Maybe we can figure out what your second reward is other than giving me a hint that you can get at the start of the screen. For now we don't. Do you? Yeah, you do level up in piloting. It's not all nebula though. Whoa, never came. Is this just a normal black hole? A perfect black body sphere has appeared at... Oh, I hope you don't take fuel away from me, because I'm having none of it. This is part of the galaxy. The object resists any attempt to analysis it. Whatever. No sense of comparative surface. Ship wrecks are scattered in the vicinity, suggesting that various factions have battled over control of the anomaly. A single warship is still intact and heads towards you, with the FTL signatures indicating that its mantis looks like the insectoids have sent an expedition force to take control of the artifact. This is an affront to any peace-loving culture. Well, I'm a ship, so I don't think I have too much culture other than what they jammed into the programming when the ship was stationed at the rebels. Probably want to keep cloaking, so yeah, this is probably what I'm gonna... Ah! It also destroys your cloaking system. Oh well, I don't think they're gonna get too far. Might as well power up hacking again. Probably won't be using it. Come on, hit. Yeah, there we go. So these encounters are pretty dangerous because that thing can pierce my shields and could possibly kill little old Steve here. Something I'd rather avoid, because he's gonna end up giving me a bit more evasion at the end of everything. Look around, look, you proved your point. I don't want to sting anyway. Take us and let us go. 6 fuel, yes. So what is this thing anyway? Well, it destroyed my sensors. No, it didn't destroy the sensors. Yeah, it did. But that's because I'm still in a nebula. It looks awesome though. So -1 weapon, and drones are just a complete no-no. Can't believe I still haven't upgraded those drones either, but we don't really need it yet. Alright. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I think I'm gonna keep the glaive beam up. And my full shielding. So you probably won't be getting too much experience on this one, but one good hit from the artillery lucky. Combined with one glaive should really hurt them here. Please hit. Thank you. And goodbye. No, you're dead. Did my system repair get destroyed? Can't say I appreciate that, old fella. Repair artillery. No need to worry about powering auction because there isn't any, which is great. Great. Could stop the hack. I don't think I will. I don't think we'll be using too much glaive beam shots though. Unless we somehow take out the hack. Which we just did. There goes their piloting. I think that shot's gonna land. Nope, it missed. You can hit 2 rooms. I'm gonna go with weapons and engines. Ship maneuvering, bring the ship closer to a small asteroid field. We're already in an asteroid field. I'm gonna take a quick screenshot of this and show it to the person. Go after the ship. Alright, now we're in asteroid field again. For strange reasons, unbeknownst to me. Don't think too much is gonna hit there. Yeah. Boom. Okay. So it appears you can now have nebulas and asteroid fields working together. Kind of enjoy the fact that it's also visualized properly on the back end, because you got your asteroids floating around here, and you can still see parts of nebula. So that's kind of cool. Your ravage constructive teams effective micro asteroids and dust. Your sensors are not working here. You're still trying to pinpoint the cause as pirate suddenly jumps. So we're in an asteroid field, right? Why would I want to get out of an asteroid field? It's more annoying for him than it is for me. I think. Well. If he fires his flak cannon, will be sure to cloak. Right, we'll give the artillery one more chance to land. It did. And then it's time to mess them up properly, shall we? And that glaive beam. Gotta love it. Stockpiling scrap like a madman, but no real places to go and spend it yet. Kind of waiting for a place where I can end the episode, actually. There goes all of my weapon systems. Hey, at least the artillery is still kicking. So he's not the brightest one when it comes down to keeping the correct weapons online. He was ready to fire that burst, and then he just said no. A 5 fuel I will take a surrender offer though. Alright. Need to get out of this hazard sector first. There's freaking danger everywhere. What is this? Black hole. Probably should have waited until shields were ready, huh? I think we were gonna be okay. Alright, we'll use our flak to hopefully take care of its Zoltan super shield, which we did. We'll wait for another shot from the artillery to take care of the shields, and okay, maybe we won't. So I want their artillery to be gone as well, because I've no. There's 7 fuel. is a place where I mind skipping over a bit. Can we save plus quit here? Yes, we can. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you're still enjoying the series. Feel free to show support by commenting, liking, and or subbing. Feel free to give your opinion on the ship. If you try it out for yourself, let me know as well. Let me know what you think of it, how you ended up, and we'll finish this run on the next episode. So, bye everyone.